Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us again tonight. And trust me, you've clicked on the right video because what we're about to reveal has just shaken the entire Korean entertainment industry to its core. In an unexpected late-night press conference, Hyun and Ye-jin suddenly appeared and dropped a series of explosive truths that no one, not even the media, saw coming. From hidden stories behind the scenes to shocking revelations about the entertainment world, their words have sent fans and reporters into complete chaos. If you're curious about what really happened, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our breaking updates. Now, let's dive straight into the shocking details. No one expected the quiet night in Seoul to explode into chaos, but that is exactly what happened when Hyun and Ye-jin suddenly appeared in front of the cameras at a late-night press conference. Reporters who had been preparing for an ordinary briefing suddenly found themselves standing before the most iconic couple in Korean entertainment, and within minutes, the atmosphere shifted from confusion to complete shock. The couple, who have long been celebrated for their grace, privacy, and impeccable image, broke that very silence and began revealing truths about the entertainment industry that left even veteran journalists speechless. What began as a simple appearance quickly turned into one of the most unforgettable nights in K-biz history. Hyun stepped forward first, looking unusually serious. His calm, steady voice carried a weight that instantly quieted the entire room. He admitted that for many years, both he and Ye-jin had endured pressures that the public never saw. Decisions made behind closed doors, manipulation from industry insiders, and countless sacrifices they had never spoken of. Reporters leaned forward, wide-eyed, as he revealed that many opportunities they received have been shaped not by passion or artistic choice, but by political games, financial interests, and silent battles that actors were never allowed to mention. The entertainment industry, he admitted, looked glamorous on the outside, but behind that glittering surface existed a system that often pushed artists to the breaking point. Then Ye-jin took the microphone, and her voice shook slightly, not from fear, but from the emotional weight of everything she had held inside for so many years. She revealed that there were moments when she nearly stepped away from acting altogether, overwhelmed by the pressure to maintain a flawless image. She confessed that there were times when her personal life was manipulated as a marketing tool, her friendships misunderstood, and her relationships twisted into rumors to boost ratings or shape narratives. The fact that she spoke about these experiences publicly for the first time struck everyone in the room. It was as if a door to the hidden chamber of K-biz had been flung open, allowing the world to see the unpolished reality inside. The couple also spoke honestly about their relationship. Hyun shared that their love story, adored by fans across Asia, had faced tremendous obstacles from the very industries they worked in. There were attempts to control when they could meet, how they should appear in public, and even whether they should admit their relationship at all. We were expected to live like symbols, not humans, and for a long time, we followed those rules, he said quietly. But the turning point came when they realized that their happiness was being shaped by the expectations of people who barely knew them. That realization pushed them to step away from the constraints that had defined their careers for so long. Even more shocking was their admission that several young actors, some still rookies, had confided in them about similar pressures: mental breakdowns, manipulation by agencies, exhaustion from nonstop filming schedules, and the fear that speaking out would destroy their careers. Ye-jin's eyes glistened as she recalled supporting a young actress who had once locked herself in her dressing room because she couldn't handle the pressure. "No one should suffer like that in silence," she said, her voice trembling. "We kept quiet for too long because we hoped things would change on their own, but they didn't. So tonight, we decided to say it out loud. At that moment, the room felt as if it had stopped breathing. Cameras continued flashing, but the silence between each click was heavy, almost reverent. What Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin had just done was something no top-tier celebrity had dared to attempt: publicly lift the veil off the dark side of Korean entertainment. They even admitted that before the press conference, they had discussed the risks: losing endorsements, upsetting agencies, or inviting retaliation. But both agreed that silence had gone long enough. "If we don't speak, the cycle continues," Hyun Bin said firmly. "And we don't want the next generation to suffer the way so many before them have suffered." The couple then shared a series of anecdotes that left the room trembling. Hyun Bin recalled a time when a major production forced him to film despite a severe injury, brushing aside his pain because the schedule mattered more than his health. Son Ye-jin revealed that there were scripts she was pressured to accept because powerful investors insisted she take the role to attract sponsors. They both emphasized that these situations weren't unique to them. Many actors, especially those without influence, were often treated like replaceable parts in a massive machine. Their words echoed like thunder, exposing flaws that had been whispered about for years, but never spoken aloud by figures of their caliber. As the press conference continued, a strange transformation occurred in the room. Reporters who had once been eager for headlines now sat in contemplative silence, recognizing that what they were hearing was more than scandal, it was reality. Some journalists lowered their cameras, not wanting to interrupt the couple's sincerity with the sound of a shutter. Others were visibly emotional, trembling as they typed Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin's words into their laptops. In that moment, the couple weren't just actors, they were whistleblowers, truth-tellers, and protectors of an industry they loved enough to criticize. But perhaps the most powerful moment came toward the end, when Son Ye-jin reached out and gently placed her hand over Hyun Bin's. The gesture was small, but it conveyed everything: unity, courage, defiance, and love. Together, they announced that they would be supporting reforms in the entertainment industry, working with organizations dedicated to mental health, artist protection, and fair working conditions. They even hinted at funding new programs to support young actors who felt trapped or unheard. This declaration ignited hope not only in the room, but across social media, where fans began expressing gratitude, admiration, and overwhelming support for the couple's bravery. By the time the press conference ended, the world had already changed. Clips of their statements spread across the internet within minutes, accumulating millions of views. Fans worldwide praised their honesty, calling the moment historic, unprecedented, and the night Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin rewrote the rules of K-Biz. Even some industry professionals anonymously admitted that the couple had said what many had been too afraid to speak. It was clear now their influence extended far beyond acting.